Liverpool champions once again. The 24-25 season saw Arne Slot's Reds dominate the league, showcasing fluid attacking football and a relentless press. But despite league success, their dreams of European and domestic cup glory crumbled early. Now, heading into the 25-26 campaign, the focus is clear. Build a deeper and smarter squad. And one name catching Liverpool's eye is Tomás Araújo, Benfica's rising defensive gem. Could he be the answer at centre-back? As uncertainty grows around Joe Gomez, Joel Kwanzaa and Ibrahima Konate. Tomás Araújo was born in 2002 and joined Benfica's Fame Academy at a young age. This is the same Benfica Academy that's had the likes of João Felix, Gonzalo Ramos, Antonio Silva, Edison, Renato Sanchez, Bernardo Silva. The list goes on and on. Standing at roughly 6'2" with an athletic build and calm demeanour, he's always looked more mature than his years. After shining with Benfica B, he earned a loan move to Gil Vicente in 22-23, where he impressed with consistent minutes and smart defending. On returning, he became a full member of Benfica's senior squad and has since clocked up over 60 appearances across league, domestic cups and Europe. He's also represented Portugal at every youth level, including captaining the under-21s. Araujo's style of play is of someone who's a bit of a cerebral defender. He's not a showman, but a system player, a high IQ reader of the game who thrives on control, anticipation, and clean execution. His strongest traits include being very good at vertical and diagonal passing. He plays forward quickly, often bypassing the midfield line to reach inverted fullbacks or the wingers. His positioning, rarely drawn into rash duels. Araujo anticipates runs and adjusts early, often winning the ball without going to ground. His aerial strength as well. He's 6'2". Frame and timing make him dominant in the air, especially when defending set pieces or long goal kicks. Composure as well under pressure. Very calm in tight spaces. He rarely clears blindly and instead looks to recycle possession under pressure. Crucially, and this will be ears to the Liverpool fanbase, he suits a high defensive line. Benfica frequently pushed both fullbacks forward, meaning Araujo has to defend in transition and cover wide spaces. Konate. He did so with smart body angles and timing, often delaying the attacker rather than just diving in. Now, I would say a weakness of someone like Araujo would be he's not slow, but his top end acceleration is quite average. Against fast counters, especially in those European games, he can be beaten over 10 to 15 yards. He also doesn't possess the raw recovery pace of a Van Dijk or Konate, meaning he needs a partner who complements his profile or a compact team shape that reduces open space defending. Now, we know with the way that Liverpool play, usually under Arne Slot, both fullbacks do like to get themselves forward. It's either or. Usually Trent Alexander-Arnold will be inverted or Trent will be high and wide up the pitch. Now, if that does pose a problem for someone like Araujo, then of course he will not really suit the Liverpool system, because we do like to leave our centre-backs isolated 2v2 at the back, but he is used to doing this and his positioning is fantastic. So that will be something that potentially, if he is a target for Liverpool, that Arne Slot will obviously look at and think to himself, maybe we could reduce those gaps as I mentioned before. But as I mentioned, he does have really, really good positioning and he is good in these duels and 1v1s. So again, it's really just an either or situation for Arne Slot. Arne Slot's tactical blueprint is built on fluidity, pressing structure, and positional discipline. His defenders need to be more than just blockers. They must initiate build-up, resist pressing traps, and recover space behind a high line. Araujo checks many of these boxes. Slot often employs a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, which morphs into a 3-2-5 in possession or 4-2-4 when defending, with the right-sided centre-back responsible for circulating play and stepping into the midfield zones. This is where Araujo thrives. His comfort on the ball, eye for line-breaking passes, and understanding of angles makes him an ideal candidate. If Liverpool were to persist with the right-back inverting next season, then Araujo's composure when covering wide right zones, a space usually vacated by Trent Alexander-Arnold, becomes even more important. He can engage in 1v1s near the touchline or delay transitions with body positioning. One of Liverpool's biggest problems in defensive transition has been the spacing between the centre-backs Van Dijk and Konate. Araujo's anticipation and decision-making could help close these gaps. He may not win every sprint duel, but he rarely overcommits, offering balance to Van Dijk's sweeping style or a more physical left-sided centre-back like an Ignacio, or even a returning Andy Robertson in a hybrid role. Guys, food for thought. Now, Liverpool's defence, while still elite in flashes, is at a crossroads. Joe Gomez may leave this summer in search of guaranteed minutes and a central role instead of being flogged out to left and right back. Jarell Quansah, yes, he is a promising academy talent, but he is attracting interest from other clubs in the Premier League and apparently abroad, and he may not want to be a fourth choice again. And then, of course, you've got Ibrahima Konate. While a physical beast, he still hasn't extended his contract beyond 2026. That leaves Virgil van Dijk, aged 33, as the only long-term committed central defender at the club. Araujo would give Slot a profile that complements VVD stylistically while also future-proofing the back line. He wouldn't demand an immediate starting role, but could rotate across all competitions. His profile mirrors what Klopp once saw in Joel Matip: calm, technically proficient, and tactically smart. But at the age of 22, Araujo has more upside and resale value. Araujo is not yet a household name, but his blend of composure, intelligence, and tactical maturity makes him an ideal slot signing. As Liverpool reshape their defence for a new era, Araujo could be a cornerstone ready to challenge for minutes now and lead in seasons to come. He may not arrive with fanfare, but under the lights at Anfield, he might just become the player they've always wanted. Let me know your thoughts on the Portuguese player. Would you like to see him coming to Anfield in the summer? Let me know in the comment section. I'll catch you guys in a bit.